Okay, today we're going to be putting in the wiring harness. Today is Sunday. Got a little sidetracked yesterday, but I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to take that off, and then I'll bring you back after I do each thing. I'm not filming the whole thing. Too much trouble, it's not enough room. Okay, front cover is off. Next one is that one over here, and that's a few bolts. One there. You got to take off the top plate there to get rid of the bar so you can get access to the other stuff. And there's two bolts in the back each side. Okay, I got this bolt out there, and then another bolt down here. Alright, down in there. These right here are a little tricky because they're under tension, so just be careful. In the instruction manual, they tell you to push this bar completely forward, but if you do that, it puts it under major tension, so just keep it in the upright position. And then, like I said, you got to take out these two bolts here too, one there and one there. Okay, the bolts are out. They're the as compared to the other bolts, they're these guys right here. They just screw in the plastic, so be gentle when you put them back in because they'll strip out real easy. But the piece comes out, one big piece. Just, when you try to put it back together again, it might pop out. So take pictures so you know how it goes back together again. But that's off of there. Next thing to come out is that metal bar, and I'll bring it back. Okay, so that came out easily, it just snaps out. But be careful because this piece right here, the bar, will come down on your head. But once you take off that, you get the tension off of it. You can just let it lay forward on the mower, and then this should just lift right out after I get these two bolts out. See what happens. Yeah, success. Just comes right out. Just take it out, lean it up against there. It's going to be a good opportunity to clean all in here. But that's where the battery sits. See, you have the four corners that holds the battery in place. I'm not sure if I'm going to drill holes and use zip ties to hold the battery down, or just clean it up real good and use Velcro. I have long strips of Velcro to hold the battery in place. So I'll investigate to see which way I want to go. But this is the thing that Taro was talking about right here in this video, that if this pin comes out while you're changing the cable for the drive system, that's what you have to put back into place. You got to take this whole top section off in order to get to that pin. But yeah, I'm going to clean it up, and if it needs painting, I'm going to paint it. So I'll bring you back when that's done. But like I said, I'm into it, so everything should work just fine. The underside of this is just a hollow cavity, as you can see. Oh look, there's a anti-steal tag in there, so you set off the beepers. You also wanted to point out real quick that there's these two channels in here, and that's where the battery sits in, so you can't get a battery that's too tall. I'm going with one of these here. I got out of one of the other ones that held a charge perfectly. 3.4 ampere hour, 12 volt. You can go higher, but no really need to because it'll constantly charge the battery as it runs. But here's that. Use my flapper. Got rid of all that crap in there. Oh my god, the stink. It smells like sulfur. It's nasty. Okay, cleaned up, primed, and then final spray. Okay. Screwed the fuse holder down. There's the battery in place. And I think I'm going to do Velcro, but I'm not sure if that... I noticed up in here, there's a cutout for the battery, so you can't go too tall with the battery, so it has to be a certain size. I think that'll hold it in place, I'll have to check it out. But there's that plugged in. There's a starter plugged in. Now I have the rear part for the starter mechanism, but I don't have the front part, and it's delayed of course, USPS, what do you expect? But I do have it hooked up, so we're going to give it a turn here and see what happens. I don't have my tripod out here, so I'm going to set you up. Where am I going to set you up? Okay, we'll do it right here. Okay, you ready? First time. I'm not going to start it. I'm just going to see if the starter turns. There, it's on. There you go. So it will work. So when you come back, I'm going to show you how I Velcro it in and whatnot. Okay, and I had it facing the wrong way, so I had to put it around this way. But you see how it will come right out through that area right there. The cut out the top piece here. That right there. But it's Velcroed in. Not going to move, and I'm pretty sure the top case will just keep it into place. But it's all together. Now I'm going to put the top back on again, and I'll bring it back when it's done. If I have any problems, I'll let you know. Oh, a couple things I want to point out. I thought that these side pieces had to come off, but they did not. So that's awesome. On the older model, I think I had to take them off. I think they were screwed into place, but I don't remember. But other than that, everything was 10mm bolts. Okay, all back together. And I was right. There's fins underneath the plastic shroud. They actually hold the battery down. But you can see I left the wiring just laying on the deck, because if you put it up into this, it's going to scrunch it, and I don't want to damage the plastic shroud. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a complete wipe down. I'm going to give it a start, see if it works. Okay, let's give her a start. Fuel is on, battery's charged, let's go. Switch is on. There you go. All right, so here's what went on. Had a little bit of powwow with our buddy Henry for mowers and blowers, and the wiring harness that I ordered wasn't the correct harness, but the difference between the price was, let me see, 36 for this harness and 78 for the other harness. The only difference is an extra red wire. Okay, that's the only difference between the wiring harness. I don't know why the extra wire is so expensive. It must be gold. But no, all I had to do after I got done talking with Henry is this guy right here, the white wire that comes with it, goes up into the kill of the magneto or the coil, and then this one here, which is for the charging system, comes down and goes onto this side of the fuse. So therefore, by doing that, it'll make it so it charges the battery as well. But thank you for the help, Henry. I really appreciate it. You the man. And then, as you just saw, it is charging, so that's awesome. So just want to let you guys know, anybody that has one of these machines or any keystart push mower like this, you can charge this with just a regular battery charger you use for your car. Just only set it on 12 volts and like medium charge. You don't want to overcharge it, but you can charge it from these two ports here. So that's awesome. Keystart is working. Sweet. Okay, next time you see it, it'll be all shined up and ready to go. Thanks for watching. This has been a great series. Hope it helps somebody out. Bye. I just want to show you guys. Here's the encapsulator. It's a two-part. You have to order each part separately. That's what it looks like. And then this, I'm waiting for the parts to come in. And then this takes place of that. And it sits up there like that. But I'm waiting for more parts to come in. And once they're in, I'll show you when that part is done. But otherwise, you know, like I said, took a little while. A little bit of love. But my $50 Toro Timemaster, $21,199, is now at $21,200. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it all came together. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the nuts and bolts and stuff like that to completely complete her. And my buddy's not sure if he has a bag or not, but you know, I'm sure I can find one around here somewhere. Anybody out there have a bag? Let me know. Thanks. This is the top part of the key switch, 1083795. And I even have an old Toro key. A little cracked, but it still works.